Reaction to his suspension and how much it's going to cost him ahead.
So much melodrama for opening night in the NBA, so we'll have much more on that. And we've got new AFC power rankings after last night's thriller with the Bills and the Titans. Ryan Clark is here. But the big story in the NFL that we are to our NFL analyst, Ryan Clark. It was just about a week ago that we saw the Bills thump the Chiefs, right? And we earmarked that the day that supremacy of the AFC was officially handed over to the Bills. After last night,
I don't talk like that.
That's Dan Orlovsky
Okay,
for
perfect.
sure. That's what it is. He was on the Dan wagon. Did last night and what you saw change that at all?
No, absolutely not, right? Because you've seen consistent good play from the Buffalo Bills and obviously AFC.
It came down to a somewhat questionable call and really him just slipping, or else we might not be talking about this. We might be saying, as we did the day before, they're the most balanced team that we've seen in the NFL. Derrick Henry, again, as I mentioned, a revelation, assuming, RC, that he played all 17 games. He is currently on pace to finish with 2,200 rushing
I will
yards.
say this about him. If there is ever going to be a time
But let's look at the odds, because despite the
with this team, whether their coach is there or not, that we aren't seeing done around the NFL, or that teams or people weren't expecting him to do right now. He's number one.
He's making Cliff Kingsbury look very, very, very smart. But again, it's always about sustainability when it comes to that Cardinals team. So far, so good on that.
Don't mess it up, Cliff.
Don't mess it up. RC is up here caping for you. He's awesome coming back. We are so glad that coming back is our Lakers reporter, Dave McMenamin, who joins us now live from LA with much more. Dave, I know you talked to LeBron. He's embarking on his 19th season. How's he approaching his workload after he had to miss 26 games due to injury a season ago? Anomaly, right? That's not really anything that LeBron James has had to deal with. You mentioned that career low. It was 33.4 minutes per game last season. We also mentioned Russell Westbrook. How did the Lakers, this is the $50 million question, and I hope you've got the answer right here, Dave McMenamin, on the first day of the season. How do the Lakers plan to incorporate him with LeBron and AD? Load balance certainly going to be something we're watching, as Westbrook, as you mentioned, ranked third in touches per game last season. LeBron ranking seventh. Dave McMenamin joining us ahead of a big one tonight between the Lakers and the Warriors. And right now, we say hello to Eduardo Perez, who's going to be on the call for ESPN Radio tonight from Fenway Park and joins us now. Eduardo, Zach Greinke, okay, not only making his first start in exactly a month, is now tasked with slowing down that Red Sox offense, who have outscored the Astros 20-1 in just the first 3 innings combined of this series. How do you see tonight playing out? It's probably going to be a short night, considering the hole that the Astros have found themselves in. Speaking of which, a big part of that is because their top 3 hitters in the lineup, Altuve, Brantley, and Bregman, all hitting under 200 in this series, Eduardo. How important is it that this trio gets things off to a fast start in Game 4? Where you look down at the box score on your phone and you go, it's already 9-2. It's like 3 innings in. Eduardo Perez with the latest ahead of a pivotal Game 4 at Fenway tonight. Hello to our NBA insider, Mark Spears, who's joining us now. You spoke with Draymond Green. We mentioned that they're opening up the season tonight against the Lakers after back-to-back years of missing the playoffs following 5 straight finals appearances. Mark, where does the optimism lie with this new version of the Warriors? Everybody is more excited.
Staples Center.
Yeah, but SportsCenter too. I like that plug. We're going to use that moving forward.
Yeah.
By the way, Vegas is very optimistic too, Mark Spears. They have Golden State currently with the 4th shortest championship odds at a Caesars Sportsbook. Those aspirations aside, it's just nice for the Warriors to be relevant again. Mark Spears joining us right now before you've seen one game.
Bucks, Lakers. Who you got?
Lakers.
Lakers
In
in the
that
finals?
matchup?
Yeah, no, Lakers.
But it's going to be the Nets.